Welcome back to Assassin's Creed 2. We're going to do some more tomb raiding, and everything's going to be wonderful and dapper.
With a lot less Angelina Jolie.
Yeah. I would... Well, good start. That's you. Well done. I actually mind the first Tomb Raider. The second one was the one that was shit.
Like I said, I was never able to really get into the series. Like, I think I played the one for PS1 on my PS2, so memory cards, ha ha ha, ugh, fuck you. And I wasn't able to get very far since I couldn't save. So I just, like I said, I just fucked around in her house. And that creepy butler man that follows you everywhere, it's, ugh.
Yeah, I was referring more to the movies, because the only Tomb Raider game I played was the original one, for like the very first one for PS1, and that was very brief. And because all like low polygon models look really scary to a little kid, the dogs terrified me and I stopped. Now, this area always confuses me because I never know where I'm supposed to go. Like, I can never figure it out. Except
How many times have you played this game?
Multiple, and yet this area confuses me every time. You see, because I always think, oh, I need to go this way, and then it's like, but there's a chest here. There isn't a way to go, as far as I know. And especially because the game, unlike a lot of the other areas, like in the earlier parts of the game, and even in like the earlier games that Ubisoft made, like Prince of Persia, they always show you the kind of route you should be aiming for. But in this bit, they just kind of be like, right, here's a thing. Where do you go from here? Well, I'm not gonna tell you. It's like, you can go into the water. I don't think that'll work. You can try and climb upwards. I don't think that'll work. It's like... I know for like loads of other people who know this game inside and outwards, this is gonna look really stupid, but every time I play this section, I never know where to go in this bit. It sucks. Where?
I'm trying to think of other games that do that. I think Monstro and Kingdom Hearts did that for me for the first few times I played it. I'm like, where the fuck am I going?
Oh yeah, Monstro is dumb.
I hate Monstro. Monstro can go fuck himself. Fuck Monstro.
You see, this is what I remember. I can swim under things, which is something the game's never told me before. And it never gave me an indication that I should do it, so... whatever. We're done. We've got past it.
I have to admit, I do like how they maintain the fact that Ezio is wet.
Oh yeah. It was a nice touch.
Because most games you see don't do that. Like, you know, you'll have like Jak and Daxter, the first game, had, when you're in the water, it does have, like, you know, Jack's hair goes back a little bit, and Daxter starts shivering on his shoulder. But once you get out, he's, like, insta-dry. It's like, that doesn't... Oh, hello.
Whoa, that was close, Ezio.
Ooh.
But yeah, it's funny because they have the wet effect for, like, these early Assassin's Creed games, and then they take it out despite the fact they have higher graphical power in the future, which I don't understand.
That doesn't make any kind of sense at all.
I don't know. It's sad.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Right, I'm just saying it's kind of sad that this series has turned into a cash cow when it didn't start off that way. It started out as just something really cool, and then Ubisoft was like, "Hey, we can make billions of dollars from this. Let's just churn it out." To the point where in the latest one there is in-game currency that you need to use companion apps and actual money to buy, so it's like a freemium mobile game.
That's fucked stupid.
Yeah, I read mention of it and I was like, okay, Ubisoft, in a game where the idea is that the player is supposed to be the one who's in control of how they progress, putting in in-game currency, not the brightest idea you've ever had, I have to say.
No, that's... When you take like a... Is this a console game or is it a mobile game?
Console, definitely.
Okay, so, like, when you take a console game and then make it have to be partnered up with a mobile game, as soon as you put in real currency to a console game, people are like, this is bullshit. We don't want to have to pay for a game we already paid for, which is why I thought it was so funny when the Xbox One said it was going to do all their shit.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are glad that the Xbox One reversed all that, but...
Yeah.
They've honestly never recovered from it because the PS4 has been outselling the Xbox One like 4 times over. It's not been doing great, so maybe Microsoft will learn for the future when they make the Xbox 2.
Well, see, I don't understand how they thought that was a good idea in the first place.
Because they wanted to see what they could test. They wanted to see how much control they could have over their customers. Because the customers had grown so complacent with how things were. They were like, oh, if we make some changes, maybe no one will notice. And then when all the real details started coming out about, like, restrictive sharing and all this other stuff, then people were like, no, you can't do this! And Microsoft were like, oh, we built the console with this in mind, we can't just take those features out. Oh, by the way, we're announcing that we're taking those features out. Which kind of implies that they built it first without those features, and then added them in later when they thought, hey, this could make us more money.
Well, the way I see it is it was just one big giant experiment, you know, it's like, let's see what pisses our customers off.
Pretty much. I mean, loads of people were really worried Sony was going to go down the same route, and in a way, Sony kind of have with a lot of their subscription services and all of other shit like that, but...
Yeah, but that's optional, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's the fact that in a lot of cases they try and push those extra things more so than games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was very clear at E3. They were like... I mean, Sony did the good thing about just getting that stuff out of the way first and then going on to the games for the rest of their conference, but there were loads of other companies that were just like, we've got all these new features and lots of other stuff first, but here's a game, I guess.
Yeah. Which is why I kind of really enjoyed Nintendo's when they showed us all this cool stuff that they had.
Oh, Nintendo's conference was the best thing this year. Like, it literally was just a case of, you wanna know what we're making? Here's everything! No advertisements, any special features that we're doing just come... You know, like the whole Amiibo things, they did add those in, but they were all relevant to, these are things that add to the gameplay experience. It's not like, hey, you can use Netflix, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo was the best this year.
Yeah, I have to admit that theirs was a whole lot more organized than what the others were. I mean, you could tell that some things they had planned for, and then others they kind of just threw in there. It's like, oh yeah, hey, you can do this, and oh, here's a game, and here's a game. Oh, and guess what? You can do this, 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 and this from your controller pad screeny thing.
I honestly think that Nintendo is... I mean, they made their two CEOs battle each other in a Smash Bros. Tournament. Starting it off with a kung fu fight, which was probably one of the best things ever to happen.
I'm sorry, but seeing Iwata do that is like, oh, that's fucking awesome.
And then he actually did the whole, like, directly to you thing, and it was like, ah!
I don't know if I'll use the Amiibos. I might. But
I'll use them if they bring out a Bayonetta one.
Yeah, if they bring out a Bayonetta one, you better believe that one's mine. I mean, hell, I just bought the Gaia item that's clearly based on her.
Yeah, Gaia, it's not copyright if we change the colors.
Essentially, yeah. Because if you have like a set of 5 of the Fly to the Moon, it's literally just a recolor of Bayonetta. All you need is a nice little pair of glasses that you can make in the fusion area.
And, you know, make it black, of course.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, now that we've done all that, we've now got a tomb thing. Sorry, Ezio, I know we said we weren't going to talk about other games, but we go off on tangents. Sorry.
Like, I'm just ignoring your bullshit at this point.
Yeah, well, we'll pay more attention when interesting things happen in your story, okay?
I suppose that's fair.
Good. Right, now let's get what we came for. From an assassin that was apparently Robin Hood, according to that statue.
Cool. It wasn't the Fox version. I like the Fox version better.
I never seen the Fox version.
You never saw the Disney version?
Nope.
Dude, what is wrong with you?
A lot of things.
That version was... Well, okay, looking back at the animation compared to what we have now, it was... There's a couple of moments where it's, like, really, really hinky, but...
Well, it's because Alden Disney, like, traced loads of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the entire... I've read that, like, the entire dance that, Robin and Maid Marian have is just completely traced from Snow White.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I noticed that. I mean, you could see that in the choreography that, Marian was doing with her dress. It's like, duh.
Literally, the only real details about that film I know are just Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest, and that's all I know.
I always liked that the rooster looked like the rooster off the cornflakes box.
Ew.
It's like whenever I watch that movie, it's like, I want cornflakes.
Why would anyone want cornflakes? They're terrible. They've got no taste to them.
If you add just a tiny bit of sugar, it's alright.
Now, if I want cornflakes with sugar on them, I'll get Frosties. or Frosted Flakes as they are known over in the US area of the world.
Did you know that somebody actually mailed, or it's either emailed, chat message, or called Kellogg's and said that they were no longer going to buy any of their Kellogg's products because that Tony supported gay rights or something? And you want to know the reasoning that they had for this? It's because the slogan was like, "Wear your stripes with pride," and he's like, "You want to know why he said that?" And the receptionist is like, "Because Tony is a tiger and he has stripes." It's like, "No, because he's pushing a gay agenda onto our children." I'm like, oh my god.
I think the best thing about that is that, I mean, granted, maybe it could be seen that way. I mean, you know, some furry characters do end up going that kind of route, but at the same time, it's like, lady, I think that's just your paranoia and maybe your probably complete lack of awareness of the world talking right now.
I just loved his, like, you know why he says wear your stripes with pride, right? It's like, because he's a fucking tiger. He has stripes, dumbass!
I mean, it's like, you know why, don't you? It's like, well, and the receptionist's like, of course I know why. I work here, you fucking idiot.
I could literally just, I could hear the facepalm. I was just sitting there reading it, and I could hear the facepalm.
Here, over here.
Calm down, Leonardo, I'm raiding someone's shit.
Please tell me there's not a dead person in this. Okay, good.
I hope not. There's a lot of floating coffins here, if that's the case.
Dude, you have not seen a lot of floating coffins until we get to Tales of Symphonia.
Over here.
I might do a quick run of that. Would you be willing to comment with me, or would it probably just be a solo thing?
Oh no, by all means, record it if you can get the chance to.
Saved my life.
Neat. I might. You might need to show me how to do editing magic so I can take down some of the grinding. Because oh, holy fuck, you need to grind.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of future games, because we are planning to do some Final Fantasy games, I'm going to be cutting out a lot of the grinding aspects of it just to save time. So, I mean,
Grudge will have to teach me the ways of the editing magic.
I mean, we will be doing the all the 13 games and probably the 10 and 10-2 remaster. For the 13 games, especially 13-2 and Lightning Returns, it'll be a lot easier because there's a new game plus feature, so I don't even have to do any grinding. So
that's the in-game version of editing magic.
Oh god, what are you screaming about? I need some help! Claudia, are you wearing a wig and got stuck on an island for attention?
I have a bad feeling about this. Of course, I'm beginning to have bad feelings about everything.
Oh, shut up, woman.
Don't you just love when, like, you characters that need you to do something for them just constantly yell?
Yeah, just like, you idiot! Look what she's doing.
Like, you, over here, please help me! You know, it's like, we hear you, shit, we're just doing something over here, it's gonna take like 2 seconds.
Right,
Bayonetta is very guilty of this.
Literally, how did you even get over here, woman? Like, you're literally just like, I'm on a stone rock with no other way over here other than a boat. So, you've set this up, and I'm not impressed.
It's kind of like that little girl in Sonic 06. The one that's on the roof. Like, I came up here to look for Dr. Eggman! Why the hell are you crying? You got up here!
I also think it's funny, it's like, yeah, because Eggman's gonna be on the roof, you idiot.
Yeah, it's like, wow. But then again, she was a child, so you can kind of ignore the idiocy.
Oop, she's talking about a reward.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought Ezio was gonna make a sex joke.
What the hell is up with her legs?
He won't trouble you
Everything.
anymore.
It looks like she's walking bow-legged, like, I'm going to walk with my crotch open like this.
Should you ever find yourself in the city of Orly, it would
Oh,
be
God.
my pleasure to welcome you.
Oh, I got a booty call!
Hmm.
Look at his smirk. I have ass, yes.
It's like, wait, what do you know? I get shocked in the ass and people still want a piece of it. Good going, Ezio.
Right, now, before we leave, because I don't want to be having to backtrack all the way back over here, there is a tower over in the distance. Oh, we completed Memory 6, Sequence 6 for some reason. There is a tower over this way that has a symbol on it, and I'm going to go get it.
Oh, is it the eye icon, so it's another glyph?
Oh yeah. Don't you want to hear more insane Lion King?
Yes, I would, because you would think that Simba would have gone absolutely apeshit crazy, but no. He was raised by 2 men, and it was alright.
Yeah. Take that, Frosty's crazy woman! Yeah, what do you think? You've got Timon and Pumbaa. I mean, what are they? You know?
And so he's like, Simba, raised by 2 men, becomes the king of fucking Africa!
Yeah, this is just saying that, like, giving gay people rights will just make people rise to a monarchy, and that's not great. Because my freedoms.
Yeah, this is also claiming that talking lions. Talking lions!
Well, there's no reasoning with idiots. Right,
Well,
there it is. Alright, I'm gonna have to time this right. I'm gonna have to, like, fall and try and catch myself, I hope.
Oh, crap.
Oh no, I didn't. I just need to get
They were
near enough.
mostly
Oh, neat.
heroes. See how the lineage is disrupted?
Yeah.
The web of history traps the
My
great.
uncle did bad things to me!
What is not theirs?
Wow, Simba, you've been through a lot.
I was run away from my home after my uncle killed my daddy!
My daddy. Oh, good, it's another one of these.
Oh shit. I'm sorry,
Alright.
that scene still gets me. I cry every time.
I became desensitized to it.
I couldn't help it. Like, I see that. It's like, poor Simba, like, yeah!
Alright, this should be fairly straightforward, but these do eventually start to become really difficult, though. Because then, like, multiple rings move at once, and it doesn't grow nice. See? There's like... See, those two move at once, and that's gonna cause a problem.
Yes, I do see.
Alright.
Yay, always fun.
I will
Like,
get
since
this.
you get this shit?
Yeah, I will get this, because, again, it starts off easy. Oh god, are you serious? Alright, so the outer two ones also move. That's great.
Isn't that just absolutely fucking wonderful?
Alright, but this one's fine.
What the hell? And Satan said unto Cain, Swear unto me by thy throat, and if thou tell it, thou shalt die.
Get a bit of Bible in there.
Of course, you can't have craziness without Bibble.
Without the holy Bible. Holly Bibble.
The Bibble.
I knew someone called Holly Bibble. Oh gosh. Oh, I don't like this one. Oh.
I don't know what's happening. What's going on?
Alright. It's just that middle ring that's missing. Alright, I can do this.
Oh boy.
Wait, so
Oh,
they're all
okay.
reaching for an apple.
Huh. Do these apples, like, make whoever hold them go crazy?
No, but you can... they allow the users to manipulate the will of other people. So it can make other people go crazy.
I see.
I'm also noticing there's a lot of nudity in these pictures. For some reason. I'm not really sure why.
Because for some reason people thought that back in the times of the Bible, nobody wore clothes, I guess. Truly I am Mahan, the master of whatever.
The master of oh no, we're going black and white. We're going retro on this one.
Oh shit. It's like they change. Oh god, who's texting me?
Tell them to bugger off. We're doing important work. If I can just remember how to do this one. I think for future, just so I can remember how to do these, I might end up using a guide. Because I do not want to waste people's time just constantly doing these puzzles, because they're so difficult. Alright, that one was fine.
Wow, we just went Aesop fable here.
Behold, the mark of Cain.
The fuck?
I'm going to assume they're talking about an ancient Episcopal Cain who may have been a Templar? I can't really tell.
Okay, so apparently the dudes that were supposedly raised by a wolf began the Templars?
Well, but Cain and Abel weren't raised by wolves. You're thinking of Romulus and Remus.
Oh, what? Fuck.
Anyway, I'll chastise her on her lack of mythology knowledge on the next episode, guys, so bye!
Fuck off.